Yo, what is going on, everyone? It is Memory here. We're everyone, ladies and gentlemen, for the next episode of the Vinland Saga Greatness. This being episode 22, man. Previous episode, we really had a wide range mix of feelings and emotion. I mean, we had the reunion with Leaf and Thorfinn, which was kind of heartwarming at one side, but then on the other part of it, Leaf seeing kind of the path that Thorfinn has went on, how Thorfinn is now, it was like, oh, right, like Leaf's reaction. He's like, what happened to this boy who was always smiling, and now he sees like how he's just set out for one thing, and that's revenge, right? On Askeladd. So that was one thing. There was also the whole plan that kind of Askeladd had with like hiring the assassin or whatever which it wasn't actually Canute, but it was a girl just like disguised as Canute, which was they sold that pretty well. Like at first, I actually thought it was Canute, so they did kind of get me with that. But that was just kind of like a part of Askeladd's plan to spread rumors that the king is trying to kill Canute. So that was pretty effective. And then what they left us off with at the end of the episode with Bjorn, Askeladd, Thorfinn all on the hill. Thorfinn's about to duel him now, apparently, even with the shape that he is in. But Bjorn, like, it's kind of my fault because I did miss, I guess, that he was going to die soon. But it was kind of making sense to me as it was going through. Like, okay, he must think in his head that okay, like I don't have much time left, so like, right, I might as well go out like this, with the whole Valhalla thing and whatnot. And then Askeladd saying that he was his only friend, like what Bjorn wanted. That was, like I said, a wide range mix of emotions with the previous episode. But now I think we're gonna see Thorfinn duel it out with Askeladd. So we'll see how this one goes, man. We'll see how this one goes. Episode 22, we're hopping into it at the very beginning, 0 seconds, and we're going to get started in 3, 2, 1, play. Bjorn grew on me a little bit, man. He was a real one, dude. He was a real one because I wasn't really sure how to feel about him at first when he was first introduced, but then it was Thorfinn. Obviously, spent more time with Askeladd. We got more with him. I actually started to kind of warm up to Bjorn and like him some more. So this was like Askeladd's right hand man, right? Like he said, his only friend, and that's saying a lot for someone like Askeladd. Like, this like. Oh, they're gonna show it again. Not hold back. Missed the vital spot because he doesn't want him to be. He didn't want him to be in too much pain, right? Like, or more pain that he should be in. Because he's already in enough pain. I mean, the dude's about to die, or was about to die. Like that's all. That's what I wanted. Like that's all I needed, and to know I'm going out like this into Valhalla, right? That that's what they think. Hopefully, right? That's enough for him. And he splattered the blood, didn't he? Yeah. Yeah, this is where they left it off. Sorry to keep you waiting. So now Thorfinn's gonna come at him. I'll play with you. And Thorfinn still has the arm. Like his arm is still not fully healed. So I don't know. I just feel like it's not gonna be good for Thorfinn. I honestly don't feel like it's gonna be good for him. But we'll have to see. Obviously, got Canute here watching too. If you guys hear my fan in the background too, by the way, I'm sorry. I know you guys can see it going back there, and I think this mic's pretty good with like not picking up background noise, so you shouldn't be able to hear it. If you do hear it, it might be like for like an instant or something like that. Two more episodes after this one, man. I hope they do plan to do more. I know there's still obviously a good amount they could get to. I think the arc after this one, or maybe it's the next arc after the one after this one. But I heard that's like the best arc in the series so far. So like that, people saying that, I'm like, okay, I really want that to be animated. Like, I really want to see that. Lone Wolf, episode 22. Look at like the dark, like the middle, like on the middle part of his face, like the shading. Oh, Thorkel was here watching. That's what I meant. Thorkel and Canute. Forget to mention Thorkel. Oh, you would. Thorkel's trying to put bets on it, of course. Canute's gonna. So no one's gonna die. I think that was probably obvious. I don't think they'd kill one of them off here. At least, hope not. Which one do you think is stronger? Ascalon. Well, if that's who Thorkel's going on, then I'm gonna say that right now. I don't think Thorfinn's there yet either, and especially with his arm, like his aura. His like, yeah, he's like treating this. This is probably the most serious he's treated some of their duels. Because before he's kind of just treated them as kind of like a joke, but now he's like dead ass serious here. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, right? Yeah. There's other factors, different variables. You must be a woman. Chill, Thorkel. Chill. He is not in the shape or condition to go at him right now. Like, is he gonna come at him? Oh, barehanded? Like some Thor shit? Like, he stopped him. You still don't understand why it turns out like this. Why you. Damn! Jeez. Oh my god. This isn't a duel, this is a one sided affair. Like, he's still going. Like, he's. Only really the two of them know, right? Like, did you get full of yourself after you beat Thorkel? Which that wasn't really all him, obviously. Did you think you could beat me with only one arm? That's what I was like saying. Like, right? He only has one arm. Like, the arm's still not recovered. Like, could do better to stop that shit. Or, oh, he literally knocked him out. Torkel's like, what's the fun in that? He literally knocked him out for a second there. But Askeladd's like obviously trying to teach him something here. He's like he's was asking him like, do you know why it always ends up like this? Like, did you really think you could beat me with like? In a lot of these cases, Thorfinn's just kind of running at him without thinking. Like these duels and just in general, but also like with his attacks. Once you lose your temper, it all goes to waste, right? Especially, and that's the biggest thing that's driving him against Askeladd is his anger, his that revenge. So especially when he goes up against Askeladd, that's where he's the most vulnerable. He's right. Askeladd is 100% right. First man I ever killed was also a Norse warrior. Olaf. So he killed Olaf? I'm going to tell you how to kill someone you hate. And obviously how much hate he had for Olaf. Yeah. So that's interesting that there is like kind of that parallel, I guess, between at least that seems like what they're going for, but kind of between Askeladd and Thorfinn in a way. Yeah, he did like a lot of he did almost everything. Jeez. His name means covered in ash. I don't think we've saw Olaf, have we, before? But if we hadn't, if I don't remember, this is our first time seeing him. Look at the resemblance too. You can kind of see it. He only named the older kids he had with his legal wife, so not just like the women he slept around with. That's terrible, dude. Doesn't remember, doesn't even know his own children. Like he's just kind of like whatever, fuck it. When she wasn't of no of any use to him anymore, just threw her away. Like naturally, naturally, yeah. Especially when he was this young. Hero is still there now, healing his battle wounds. Still to this day, right? Following that, and that's like the story, but believing that too. 500 years. You can just tell, like, the look on her face, yeah, that she is like not all, definitely not all there. Did she go to Olaf? Yep. And she's probably not even like. This is probably just off of like her instinct. Like she probably isn't all mentally there and just obviously physically there, but like Artorias wasn't going to come save my mother in that moment, that then he was never going to come. An actual, person. I had to do it. Whoa. Damn it, he was going neck and neck with his father at this age? And he had never used a sword before. But for probably doing all the things that he was doing, I mean, I guess that makes sense. That it was just kind of felt natural. It's in his genes. Are you her child? Like, this is his own son. Like, this is like. You have potential. Like, that's what I was just about to say. Like, he probably saw potential in him that he would actually be of use to him, unlike his mother, that he would. So he grew up there, was trained. Wow. 2 years. So this wasn't like a thing that like. Jeez. And then in his sleep. So he tried to put it on like someone else. What? So they just totally blamed it on someone else, like one of the other. What? 10 years. Like, like, what have you learned? What is your like? He said that before. He's been saying that for 10 years. Like, are you not taking in what I'm saying? Are you like, do you not get it? Like, this is what he's like I said before. He's trying to obviously teach him something. He's got him to do whatever. He's got him to do whatever for him. Oh, damn, that look on his face. I was about to say like kind of pathetic, or like just the the expression, just like dead. It's like inside. It seems like like don't you want to become the king yourself and change the world? Why are you like? Why follow me? Why make me the like the one? You're more suited than any of us. And that coming from him, that's wow, dude. I just really don't even know what to say. Honestly, dude. Other more than that, like I know I say a lot in these episodes. This is why Askeladd's my favorite character, right? This is why he is like the best written character in this show. You know, and like is a catalyst for Thorfinn, for Canute, for, I guess for a lot of things, but especially those two. But a lot of things in the show, man. Damn. You can hear that in his voice, like that pain, that like that much, this much time has passed, and look where I'm still at. That's, bro. That was pretty much just like I said, I don't even know what to really say. Just kind of like a awe-inspiring type of episode, especially that the story, like this, the speech all there with Askeladd and how they went into, you know him killing his father, the whole thing with his, like, obviously going more into like with his mother and whatnot, and how he went about that. Jeez, man. But he's obviously trying to show, and he is showing and teaching Thorfinn, and hoping that he's gonna get it, like it's gonna click, you know, with almost everything throughout the majority of this episode, what he was going into and what he was saying. I'm gonna have to watch this episode again. I feel like this is one of those episodes that, like, to watch again, right? To take it fully in and digest it all even more so, because I'm kind of just coming off of what was on the surface here, but I feel like there's a lot more to it than maybe what I'm taking in right now. With what everything Askeladd was going into there, not necessarily the specific events. Talking more like I guess kind of like the themes or the lessons that he's actually trying to teach. So I'm not actually talking about like him killing his father and like just those. I think you guys get what I'm saying. But yeah, man, this is like one of those. I mean, the whole freaking series is rewatch worthy, obviously, but like this episode in particular for those kinds of reasons, that there's probably a lot more here on the surface, and it's like, obviously we've saw Askeladd over time teach Thorfinn these kinds of things, and he has, like, in the duels, and using him for whatever he wanted. Like, Thorfinn still hasn't realized, right, that he's kind of been in the same spot for just so long, and that's why he's telling him he's an idiot, right? Like, you still haven't got it. Like, what have you really learned? All these questions is probably was what Thorfinn, if he's not thinking about it right now when he's crying and breaking down right there on the hill, he's going to be thinking about that stuff, I feel like, especially after this. At least I would hope so. But there's probably a lot more to it than kind of what I'm saying right now, and how I took it. That's why I said I'm most likely going to rewatch this episode sometime soon, like after this reaction, maybe before the next episode gets here. But on the base surface level of it, though, phenomenal freaking episode, man, with just further proving my point even more with Askeladd, why he is the best fucking character in this show. I say it, I feel like, almost in every Vinland reaction, but that's just the cold hard facts, man. That's the cold hard facts. I would say, like, it is my opinion, but I would say this opinion is a fact. Right? So yeah, man. Brilliant episode. Brilliant episode. This is one that I forget what episode it was. It was the episode with the girl, like, looking up into the sky with the apple, the Adam and Eve type of thing. When they killed all the villagers and whatnot. It was kind of like that episode where it really just left you kind of speechless. Like, you don't really know what to say. You're just kind of in awe. It was kind of like that, honestly. So let me know what you guys thought of it. If you guys did enjoy my reaction to the episode, make sure you drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you for watching. Peace out.